My mommy takes me to the park. I play with my friends until dark. After dinner, Mommy said, "Now it's time to go to bed." Before I sleep with my bear, I kneel down and say a prayer. I sleep at night and get plenty of rest, so I can be my very best. My little peanut goes for a checkup. One morning, Mommy said, "We have to make an appointment to see the doctor for a checkup." The next day, my little peanut and Mommy went to the doctor. When they arrived, they sat in the waiting room. Little Peanut was very nervous, but the room was filled with lots of toys and books and games. Little Peanut had fun playing while waiting for the doctor. Finally, the nurse came out and called Little Peanut and Mommy in to see the doctor. The nurse said, "Before the doctor comes in, I will take your temperature and wait." She put the thermometer under Little Peanut's tongue. After about a minute, the nurse took the thermometer out of the Little Peanut's mouth and read the temperature. She then asked Little Peanut to step on the scale so she could see how much Little Peanut weighs. When the doctor came in, he introduced himself. He had a cord and earplugs around his neck. Little Peanut asked the doctor, "What is that around your neck?" The doctor said, "I use this to listen to your heartbeat." He asked if Little Peanut would like to listen to his heartbeat. Little Peanut said, "Yes, please." After the doctor finished listening to Peanut's heart, he put the earplugs in Peanut's ears and let Peanut listen to the heartbeat. Little Peanut was very excited. The doctor took a small light and looked in Peanut's eyes, ears, and down Peanut's throat. Checking Little Peanut's blood pressure was next. The doctor put a sleeve over Peanut's arm and pumped it up with air. When the sleeve was full, the doctor slowly let the air out of the sleeve so he could read Peanut's blood pressure. Before the visit was over, the doctor said Little Peanut needed to get a shot. The shot is so Little Peanut doesn't get sick. Little Peanut asked the doctor if Mr. Bear could get a shot so he doesn't get sick either. The doctor gave Mr. Bear a shot first, and then Little Peanut took the shot. When the visit was over, the doctor gave Peanut a sticker and said, "See you next year." Little Peanut and Mommy said goodbye to the doctor and all the nurses. My Little Peanut and Mommy went home. It was a very interesting day. My Little Peanut goes to the dentist. The next appointment Mommy made for My Little Peanut was with the dentist. Little Peanut asked Mommy, "What does the dentist do?" Mommy answered, "He checks your teeth to make sure they're healthy and growing in straight." When Mommy and Little Peanut walked into the dentist's office, Little Peanut saw a small play table for all the children to sit at. In the corner of the room, Little Peanut and the other children saw a great big toothbrush and a tube of toothpaste that they were able to look at and touch. While waiting for the dentist, Little Peanut had a lot of fun with all the children. One by one, they went in to see the dentist. When it was Little Peanut's turn, Mommy and Peanut went into the room. Peanut sat down in the big chair and noticed the room was filled with a lot of machines. When the dentist walked into the room, Peanut asked, "What does all this stuff do?" The dentist said, "One machine takes a picture of your teeth and the other one cleans your teeth." When the dentist finished explaining what everything did, he said, "The nurse will take a picture of your teeth." Little Peanut sat very still while the nurse was taking the picture. After the picture, the dentist put a white cloth around Little Peanut's neck and asked Peanut to please sit still. He had an instrument that had a mirror at the end. He said, "Now, open wide. This will not hurt." The dentist looked at and tapped each tooth. They all looked good. He had a small round brush that moved in little circles. He used this brush to clean and polish each one of Little Peanut's teeth. Afterward, Peanut smiled and said, "I felt good." After the checkup was over, the dentist told little Peanut not to eat too much candy and to brush your teeth every day. He gave Peanut a toothbrush and a small tube of toothpaste and showed Peanut how to brush properly. You go up and down, making little circles from side to side. When you are finished, you rinse out the toothbrush and your mouth. When the dentist was through, he said, "See you in 6 months." My little Peanut and Mommy said goodbye to everyone and went home. What a fun day for my little Peanut. The eye doctor. The last appointment Mommy made was to have my little Peanut's eyes checked. A week later, Mommy and little Peanut went to the eye doctor. In the waiting room, Peanut saw rows and rows of eyeglasses, all with different frames, shapes, and sizes. Peanut was very careful not to break anything. It was interesting looking at all the different glasses. The nurse called Mommy and little Peanut into the office. She said, "Before you see the doctor, I need to test your eyes. The first test is to take a picture of your eyes." Peanut sat very still while the camera took a picture of Peanut's eyes. For the next test, the nurse covered little Peanut's left eye. She told Peanut to look into the big box and count how many times the light flashes. After about a minute, she covered the right eye and asked Peanut to do the same thing. When the test was done, Peanut smiled and said, "That was just like playing a game." The nurse said, "For the last test, I need to check your eyes to make sure they're healthy." She asked little Peanut to sit in the chair and look at the little light in the machine. A puff of air was blown into little Peanut's eyes from the machine. The last test was over and it was time to see the doctor. The doctor came into the room and said, "Your eyes are healthy. Now I'll check your eyes to see how well your vision is." Little Peanut nervously asked the doctor, "What happens if I don't see well?" The doctor replied, "Don't worry, we have glasses to help you see better." He asked Peanut to sit in the big chair. The chair went up and down automatically. Peanut laughed and said, "It's like being in an airplane." The doctor looked into Peanut's eyes with a small light. He put a machine over Peanut's eyes. It was almost like wearing a mask. Peanut saw a board on the wall across from the chair. With the machine over Peanut's eyes, the doctor asked little Peanut to read the letters and numbers on the board. He checked each one of Peanut's eyes by itself and both eyes together. The doctor finished the eye test. He said, "Little Peanut, you have 20/20 vision, which is perfect." He gave little Peanut a sticker and said, "I will see you next year for another eye test." Little Peanut and Mommy said goodbye and went home. When they got home, little Peanut said, "I'm not scared to go to the doctor's anymore. It was a fun and educational day for my little Peanut." The end.